Good evening and welcome to Friday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Jamaica. 10 years after being convicted of murder, dancehall artist Vybz Kartel and his co-convicts have won their appeal against the conviction and sentence. The grounds on which they have been overturned were due to jury misconduct. The Judicial Committee of the UK Privy Council ruled on Thursday in a highly anticipated judgment. The case will be remitted to the Jamaican Court of Appeal to decide on whether there will be a retrial in the matter. Kartel, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, was convicted on March 13, 2014, along with fellow appellants Sean Campbell, Kahira Jones, and Andre St. John, of the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. The Jamaican Court of Appeal dismissed their appeal against the convictions, and their cases were in the hands of the Privy Council. Lord Reid, Lord Lloyd Jones, Lord Briggs, Lord Burrows, and Lady Simler heard their appeal during a 2-day hearing in the UK in February. They decided that it is unsafe to allow the tainted juror to remain on the jury which decided the men's fate. The juror was later convicted of attempting to bribe a fellow juror. More details to follow later. While in Trinidad, Hannah Matura was shot in the head and then buried in a shallow grave at the family's home in Vaseline. The exact cause of death was confirmed by senior police officials late Wednesday, who said the findings indicated she died as a result of gunshot injuries to the head. He said all other injuries were unable to be discerned. And as the investigation deepened on Thursday, officers are now looking to determine whose gun was used, where it is now, and just who would have shot Matura, as the two suspects that remained in custody on Thursday were not holders of a firearm user's license. FUL. A 62-year-old woman and a 66-year-old man, who were close relatives of the murdered teenager, were arrested on Thursday after skeletal remains were found in a shallow grave at the family home in Vaseline earlier this week. Investigators said they could be facing multiple charges as the investigation continues. Among them is murder as well as the unlawful disposal of a body. Finally, news from Haiti. A powerful gang leader in Haiti has issued a threatening message aimed at political leaders who would take part in a still unformed transition council for the country, which has been rocked by the escalating violence in recent weeks, since unpopular Prime Minister Ariel Henry said on Monday he would step down once the council was in place. Capital Port-au-Prince has been quieter. But this morning, a fire broke out at its main penitentiary, according to reports from local media. Videos showed thick black smoke billowing out from the facility, from where earlier this month armed men freed the prisoners. It could not immediately be established if any people remained in the jail or what sparked the blaze. The Caribbean nation is struggling to resolve a long-running political and social crisis that has displaced thousands as the heavily armed gangs have tightened their grip on the capital. The comments from Gang Alliance head Jimmy Barbecue Chorizo were recorded on Wednesday and distributed via a rambling 7-minute audio message shared on messaging platform WhatsApp. In his remarks, Chorizo said the resignation of Henry was only a first step in the battle. Regional Bloc CARICOM has detailed the political parties and other social sectors set to make up the 9-member transition council that will take over from the unelected Henry. Negotiations over the council were brokered by Caribbean leaders and U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, but formal appointments are yet to be made. I'm DACIA Richards. Thank you for watching. Until next time.